Moving on to something else. I signed up this week to an YouTuber or an influencer or whatever guy. Forgot his name now, but he has he's really into stoicism, which is like Marcus Aurelius and like those guys about like very much controlling your thinking and stuff like that, and not letting outside influences affect you. But anyways, he also has this program called the Daily Dad. And so he sends it out an email every day about like things related to fatherhood and stuff like that. And so,
is this a Christian guy?
No,
okay,
not a Christian guy. But what he said, I thought was really, really good. So I thought I'd read it and we could chat about it. So here goes. Every dad needs a little help. They don't understand the context. They'll forget that you apologized right after. They can't possibly conceive the stress that a parent feels. They definitely won't admit that they played a part in it too. All your kids will remember is the vibes. That you were upset a lot, that you had so little patience, that there was always tension, that your greatest hits was mostly filled with criticism or worries or hurrying them along. That's what you're defining their childhood by, and that's what you're searing not even into their memory, but physiologically into their very being. And for what? So you can get to the airport with plenty of time to spare, so their GPA is more impressive than the other kids in the neighborhood. So the piano teacher doesn't think you're a bad parent? Come on. None of this stuff matters, or at least it doesn't matter like you think it does. The vibe you want is calmness, presence, security, acceptance, love. That's what you want them to remember, and that's what you want to inculcate in them. So act accordingly.
My first thought that comes to mind is, and it's not, that would be for dads or moms, those lines, because dads and moms are both struggling with that, is that it's really, you're only going to get to those last character qualities that he's talking about by being healthy yourself first.
Yes.
So if you listen to that and you're like, oh, I'm none of those, which I mean, I'm often not any of those, but in those moments, I'm like, I'm not just going to try harder and be more calm and patient with my kids. Like I am the way I am with my kids because of other things or because of my character, the areas I struggle, where it's like, well, I just have put all these things in my life that have now made me crazy. And it's like, okay, now how can I be patient with my kid? Because in my mind, like there's just so much that needs to be done. Or, I said that to Marie yesterday. We're struggling with some of our children in different ways with school and other areas and like behavior stuff and things that they're saying. And I'm like, yeah, I do want their behavior to change, but I don't just want behavior modification. Like I do want heart transformation, and like how, and I don't know, I don't even have the answer to this. I'm like, how much does it matter if your kids are not saying the bad words or they're not saying these things, if they're just not saying it because they're just scared of you and they know you're going to freak out and punish them or come down with some hard consequence, right? Like how do you actually be gentle and kind and patient? And so,
I think it very much ties into getting healthy yourself. I mean, like one of the biggest factors I'm doing freedom sessions a third time is because I desperately want to be a good dad. And I know the only way that's going to have any chance of happening is through
more work on yourself.
Yeah. If I like become calm and patient and gentle and all those things myself, like I'm not going to be like, you need to be patient. And I'm freaking the most impatient, it's just not going to work. They're not going to become patient. And I was actually talking to Nicole about it yesterday. Was like Malachi is very high strung. And I'm like, man, like I got to calm this kid down. And I'm thinking about it a little more. I'm like, I'm pretty high strung. That's what he sees. Right. And so that's what they're going to go do.
Do you think I'm high strung?
Distracted. Not high strung.
Okay. Easily distracted.
Yeah. Or it comes out in different ways, but
yeah. Okay. Do you think that our personalities, we get to use them at all as an excuse? Our character, our makeup, our genetic makeup, how we were created. Like, do you think? How
would it be an excuse? Do you have like an example? Well, like that we're like high strung, so then we're not.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, hey, do you say, hey, I'm wired this way, or I'm.
No, I think that's bullshit.
It's all bullshit. Okay.
Do you disagree?
I don't know if I disagree. I don't have a strong opinion on it. I just feel like, to some degree, you look at somebody. I typically really admire people that are very different than me for the character traits. And often lately, if I'm having a hard time with someone who's pretty wise, they'll always say to me, well, like, God gave you the character you were given. Like, to some degree, I mean,
yeah.
It's a fine line, but it's like, how do you...
Oh,
I'm not going to be that calm guy who's like just patiently sitting there, like or whatever. Not, like I'm not going to be that person that just never speaks off and says the wrong thing, or like I was to some extent, the ability to speak truth, or the ability to be a person that can speak into a situation where no one else is speaking and speak bluntly and honestly when that's needed. You know, there's some baggage that comes with that character trait to some extent. And I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm just wondering how much of that is, hey, there's going to be the odd time where,
well, there's never an excuse for sin.
Fair enough.
Period.
Fair enough. And so I go back often and apologize. And sometimes people say, no, that was okay. And sometimes like, well, thanks for apologizing. No, that was ignorant. You shouldn't have said that. So I guess it's a journey, right? But
yeah,
sometimes in trade-off, I just want to be that person that just says nothing, sits quietly, deep thinker.
I just think it's more that like the different character traits you have are the ones, your strengths are also going to be your weaknesses.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a better way of describing it, like what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's like fire. Fire's great until it's your house is burning down. Like, being blunt is super great if you're using it to say the right things.
Unless there's fruit flies in the house, then burn her down. This is for me and my wife have our biggest fights. Fruit flies.
I hate those things.
You do too?
Oh, it drives me nuts.
Okay. She says she's trying to eradicate them. I'm like,
you don't believe it?
Well, just there should be no fruit in the house, first of all. If there's a fruit fly, just get rid of the fruit. Anything.
Put everything in the fridge.
Yeah, nothing on the counter.
Man, how did we go from daily dad quote to fruit flies?
Trust me, it's the biggest fights in our marriage come from fruit flies.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help. If you're interested in doing that, you can create more content and improving the quality of the content. Subscribe to the podcast. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would